Now, I would like to request Ms. Purnima Kanojia to please come up on the stage and take your time.
A wonderful morning to everyone present here. Respected our guests of speakers, Swapnanil, Talukdar, Academic Coordinator and Councillor LFI, our President Sir Nirjan Shah, all the official bodies of Vivekananda Welfare Foundation, all the youth members of Vivekananda Welfare Foundation, and my dear friends. My name is Purnima Kanojia, a member of Vivekananda Welfare Foundation and volunteering myself under the educational unit Pratibha undertaken by Vivekananda. This morning I'll be speaking about how we youth can benefit ourselves by understanding the importance of teamwork and how lack of teamwork stands as a challenge for us. So I'll begin with what is teamwork. Anybody wants to volunteer themselves and say about what is teamwork according to your perspective? What is teamwork? Anybody? Okay. Anyways, I'm sure everybody here knows what is the meaning of teamwork, and or at least have a slight idea as to what it means. It's okay even if you don't understand. It's okay even if you don't have any idea or it's the first time you're hearing the word teamwork. But anyways, teamwork according to me is simply working together. Working together as a team and not as individuals to achieve common goals and objectives. It is a bond which promotes strength, unity, liability, reliability, and support. When we work together smartly, we can unleash energy that boosts creativity, productivity, engagement, communication, and efficiency. Teamwork is all about adjustment, respect of opinions, healthy communication, and most importantly, a team should have a good leader. A leader who is in a position to accept feedbacks and improve, not a commander. An organization or a team to function well, the leader plays the most important and crucial role. The vision of his goal should be clear and he or she should be emotionally intelligent. This will help in framing better and strong opinions. So, we see that teamwork plays a very important role in the youth of today. Taking the example of our NGO, we are too divided into teams. The youth have a team and the senior members have a separate team. And when we closely look into it, we see that the team of the senior members functions very well as a team, as they are in a position where they know how to take feedbacks. There is respect of opinions, there is a high level of understanding and adjusting capacity. On the other hand, the team of the youth, of which we are all a member of, is often seen in conflict. We usually fail to work together and come up with better results. This leads to communication gap, negative atmosphere in the group, and various interrelated factors. We all in a way knows the importance of teamwork, but still we fail to implement it. And it stands as a major challenge. We need to know and understand each other and work together as a team and not as individuals. Since most of the youth members play PUBG and achieve those virtual chicken dinners by playing together as a team, I'll conclude my speech with the quote of Ray Hoffman, which says, "No matter how brilliant your mind or strategy, if you are playing a solo game, you'll always lose as a team." I repeat, no matter how brilliant your mind or strategy, if you are playing a solo game, you'll always lose as a team. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much, Purnima. It was indeed a very motivational speech which you have given. Talking about team, talking about working together. Working together as a team, not as individual, relying and depending on one another brings efficiency and confidence into each and every one. The leader's goal should be clear. Because in a teamwork, the importance of a leader can be compared with the role of a father in a family, what he plays. As we trust the father of the family to make important decisions based upon the capability he possesses, the same decisions in order to make the team a successful one. Teamwork is something which the youth of this era should focus on. The world is moving on a faster rate. In today's generation, we do not wait for anything. But we do have to achieve our targets. And it is most important, it is belief also. To achieve our target, we must always cut short the time and divide responsibilities. Only when a leader is confident on the team members, depending on their capability, their quality, they divide the work and bring confidence among the team members, he can be called as a team leader and a true leader. Thank you very much. Now, can I please call upon the stage Ms. Levy to deliver her speech. Time is presented to you.
Good morning, everyone. Respected chief speaker, president, official bodies, and volunteers of Pratibha, and all my dear friends. Before I start, I would like to dwell a little bit on what it means to be young. Being young is about more than an age. It can be a roller coaster of emotions with an unstable sense of self-esteem, insecurities, loneliness, and disguised vulnerability. We search for love and we search for belonging. Youth today is a major resource not only for development of financial prosperity, but for social changes as well. Despite holding such importance, millennials often faces hurdles on a daily basis, with their energy still not being channelized in the right direction. The need to empower youth for a better tomorrow is connected both to the financial elevation as well as increment of the standard of living. Awareness is effective for this empowerment would guide us toward developing a wholesome outlook of life. Young people contribute a large part of the world's population, and young people will have to face the consequences of the current environmental decisions than their elders. Future generations will also be affected by these decisions and the extent to which they have addressed concerns such as depletion of resources, biodiversity loss, and long-lived radioactive waste. Youth are backbone of the nation. They can change the future of the society with their well-being and courageous behavior. But unfortunately, the youth today choose to spend their days playing video games or doing drugs. They spend their nights partying and living up, so to speak. More and more youth are idly sitting at home instead of bettering themselves or doing something productive. They have no visions, and if they do have dreams, they do not have drive to make any attempt at achieving them. By applying the greening knowledge at home and at school, we can help to make the city a greener city. Discarded computers, electrical appliances, and rechargeable batteries are seriously harmful for the environment. The role of the youth is to implement programs for use computers and electrical appliances. Youth have a role to play in environment and conservation that will improve livelihood. In order to contribute to the society or environment, one need not do something big or extravagant. One can contribute to their environment through their small acts, such as planting of trees, switching off the lights when no one is home, by throwing wrappers in the trash bin instead of roadside, or by utilizing the right amount of water and not just wasting it lavishly. We can also follow these three popular steps of reduce, reuse, and recycle. by cutting down the amount of trash we make, finding a way to use this trash so that we don't have to throw them outside, using this trash to remake a new goods that can be sold again. We truly need young people's voices, and as a society, I don't think we can survive without truly listening to young people and developing their skills. We are all gathered here today because we believe in the power of the young people. We know that every young person has the potential to fulfill, and we know that we are recognized for our abilities and qualities, and we can create a strong society together. Thank you everyone once again.
Thank you so much, Ms. Devi. From that stage, they have already lived the life as a youth. I think that will definitely help us to grow better as youth and someday set an example in front of our youths for the future generations to come as an example, as how to live a life, Relating to it, as she mentioned, that nowadays the youth of the society are being turned on to such an exposure where they believe that compressing into video games, staying beneath the four walls is something which they enjoy very much. But I prefer when I used to hear stories from my uncles, from my grandmother, from my grandfather, from my auntie, regarding their childhood days, their younger days, when they were youth. They tell me that the experience that they have had is something different. During those days, as a youth, as a young boy and young girl, they used to go to the field, they used to play cricket, they used to play football, they used to play so many games that not only helped them physically to develop, but also mentally. They can understand the aspects of life, how much important it is in a daily life to develop a person's personality and all the important factors that is related to youth. But nowadays, I believe that if I take me as an example, I can tell you that you will not find any game such as PUBG or anything which is very much heavy materialistic game in my phone, because I don't believe in playing such games, because it's just a waste of time to me. Why? Because if I can indulge myself into learning, because we have, as I mentioned, that we have so many better means of technology, gadgets through which we can access so much of knowledge. There are so much of scriptures. In previous days, India is having so many philosophic gurus. If we go through the books that they have written, we can collect so much of information. I just wonder that scholars from the foreign country, Columbus and all, they come to India, they take the knowledge and then they go and publish it. But the youth, the future of our country, if they rely on these spiritual books, knowledge, surfing the internet, spending time on mobile, but if we can access the knowledge, that will be much more beneficial for the younger generations, for shaping up the country into a better position. For the drug abuse which she spoke, drug abuse or something which is taking the youth to a different level is something which I should say that there should be much more awareness program by the school, from the school level. The merits and demerits, no merit is there when it is about drugs. Nobody will be benefited, we all know that. But I don't know, the level of drug abuse in our country is rising higher and higher. I don't know what is the reason behind. I think our youths are there, they can help us to know what will be the aspect and what will be the actual reason behind taking up being as a drug abuse. So these are such kind of things which need awareness. I believe that the social institutions which are working, the NGOs which are working relating to this prospect, if they pull up awareness program, that will help for the youth to understand that what are the demerits and how they are being affected by the drugs that they are taking. Now, talking about saving environment. Yes, thank you so much, Vivi, for talking about saving our environment. Friends, it is our environment because of which we are surviving. The ecosystem is totally depending upon the plants, trees, and what we are doing in our daily life. Friends, can we imagine a world without a tree? Can we imagine a world without oxygen? Can we imagine a world without forest? Can we imagine a world without microorganisms or animals? And can we imagine the world without us? We are all related to one another. That we have all learned it in our younger days in school life. That the ecosystem depends upon the cycle. We are all interrelated to one another. So I would urge to each one of us present over here to please save the environment by the measures as we say. Conserve water, conserve electricity, preserve electricity. Cleanliness is next to godliness. If we believe on this, what our Prime Minister has also given a slogan, Swachh India, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, which our DMC is following typically, and we are very much grateful. And you can see that the town of Dimapur is quite clear nowadays, and it's very clean. Clean Dimapur and New Dimapur is actually practiced. I'm very much thankful to the organizations who are taking on this prospect and actually implementing cleanliness is next to godliness. Thank you very much, Shri, for bringing up this important topic among all of us.